What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's the swag champion of America, BDOT STACKS. We're at IMI Multimedia Studios in New York City, and this is the BDOT STACKS Show. On this episode of the BDOT STACKS Show, we got something different going on. Usually, y'all see me, I come up here, I interview guests, I let them tell their stories. Today, we doing a different side of the game today, man. Today, we letting our stories hang, you know what I mean? And I feel like this is the perfect time with the guests that I got in the building. Summer's coming up. Knicks is in the playoffs right now.
Knicks is hot right now. Knicks is hot. We're not going through that. Knicks is hot.
So I got a lot of Cuddy in the building. You know what I mean? Let me know what the fuck is going on.
Hey, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's LA Cuddy. Y'all want to find me on everything, LA.Cuddy. LA Bank 67 on Twitch. Just tap in. We about to turn this up, though. Look, we going to talk about the flaming hot Knicks. You feel me? We going to talk about summer ball.
Facts.
And we going to talk about how these ladies be valleying. Stop doing that. Look, I'm looking you in your eyes. Stop doing that. You heard? But yeah, let's get right to it, man.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like with everything that's going on right now, how the city is turned up, you know what I mean? I feel like we can't even start this without talking about how hot the Knicks is right now. Like, you feel me? Like as of this recorded, you know what I'm saying? They up on the Celtics right now. You know what I'm saying? 3-1. You know what I mean? Probably about to be 4-1 by the time this is out there. You know what I mean? It better be. Got money on that, baby. Got money on that. You know what I mean?
Yo.
But you feel me? The Knicks is hot right now. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs just went out. You know what I mean? They see the Pacers next round. To me, it's looking like we gonna see New York in the championship.
I ain't gonna lie. The way the Knicks got to where they got right now, it ain't like we had bad teams. Let me start there. Let me tell you something. We had bad teams. So to see the Knicks do last year, we was hyped for them. They carry that hype over now. Bro, you gotta clap that shit up. I'm not even a Knicks fan, but I'm from here, though. You hear me? Clap it up for them, man.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. To me, bro, it's been crazy to see, cause I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. I said first round, I ain't gonna lie. Detroit's a tough team, bro. Detroit is they not ass, bro. The niggas play D. Facts. They got a star player. They play hard. For me, but the Knicks, for me, they handle business. But I know everybody in New York was shook when we had to play that team in the green, boy.
Yeah.
But I ain't going front, bro. Jason Tatum, man.
Condolences,
Prayers
boy.
up to you, man, but
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The basketball gods was finally on New York side. That's all I gotta say. The basketball gods was finally on New York side.
Nah.
It's like if the Knicks don't go to the finals, y'all got the Pacers. Tyrese, what the hell he Burton? You feel me? I got Tyrese, what the hell he Burton? And Miles, who that Turner? We could not lose. I swear, mommy. We lose. The dreads might be off.
Yo, I'm going to keep it a whole buck, bro. I'm going to keep it a whole buck, right? When the Knicks pulled that trade before the season started to trade Julius Randle to Minnesota and bring in Cat, I was honestly confused by it. Like, I said, damn, you feel me? Like, we made it far in the playoffs last year. I believe we lost in Game 7 to the Pacers.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Second round, you feel me? So we went far. I'm like, damn, you feel me? Bring Julius Randle back from injury. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all right. You know what I mean? We got a good team.
Crazy.
But when they bought Cat in, you feel me? I was like, all right, I don't know how it's going to work, but let's see what's going on. But I could definitely say, they done turned the tides for us. You know what I'm saying? They done turned the tides for us for sure. So big shout out to the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them losing to the Pacers, to be honest. The Pacers are a good team, and they're a very surprising team. But I don't see the Knicks losing to them. But the Pacers do have a good team. They do have a good team. I'm not going front.
So with him saying that, what's his predictions? What's the predictions on the next series? Talk to me. Indiana, New York. Who you got?
I honestly got Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. The Pacers are going to make it a good series. I feel like a lot of people was like, oh, we getting the Pacers we going to run through them. No, bro. Bro, what the hell he Burton is for real, bro. I watched him put belts at you-know-what on them boys. What?
Okay.
I done seen it.
Me, look, I'm being all honesty. I like them 4-1. 4-1.
4-1?
4-1.
I'm jacking 4-1, bro.
You know why I'm jacking 4-1 though? We just beat Boston.
Yeah.
Like y'all gotta understand, New York just beat Boston. It's a different bowl game now.
Yeah.
Mr. Clutch, energy. Big Bodega.
So what you think about out west though? What you think about the teams out west?
And this is the crazy thing. Look, they wrote the script. Yo, NBA, I'm on to you. It's gonna be AE versus New York. Minnesota versus New York.
You think that? I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you the script right now, man. Julius Randle gonna play against Karl Anthony Towns, and you're gonna see who really won that trade. That's the series right there. I don't know if it's going to go 4-3. I don't know if it's going to go 4-2. But I like that shit to be a good series. I don't care who wins, but if the Knicks win the finals,
yo,
New York is going to party for 7 months.
Yo, bro, I don't know. I think they're going to have to call in the National Guard. Like 8th Ave is going to, yo, bro, niggas is not going to go home. Like, they're going to stay outside. They don't let it be on a Friday. Don't let the Knicks win the championship on a Friday. Oh my God, bro. You know niggas is not coming to work on Monday, right? Bro, niggas is gonna be partying all weekend, gang.
No bap. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, if the Knicks win the championship before 2025 summer, bro.
Oh,
bro? You know there's gonna be a block party every day or every block in Brooklyn, bro. Like. It's going to be a block party everywhere, bro. You going to start seeing old heads that never came outside before. People that never came outside, people you never see before, they're coming outside, bro. Don't let the Knicks win the championship, bro.
And look, if the Knicks win, just know every New York Knicks player going to have a key to the city.
Yeah.
It's going like they get to pop it a little different, though. Like, Dykeman, I ain't going to lie, let's start there. Let's move to the summer tournaments. The New York Knicks win, summer tournament's going to be crazy. Pro City is going to look like the NBA Finals. If you know, you know. Like, if I know people not from New York say, I don't know what Pro City is. That's like when we have our NBA players pop out playing professional. Facts, you feel me?
Facts.
That's going to look so crazy.
Facts.
It's like, yeah, you got to be there.
Facts.
You don't never know who going to pop out. This summer going to be a movie.
Yo, you know what's so crazy too? I'll be thinking about this since we just talking about summer tournaments. I'll be thinking about summer tournaments and how like things have shifted in New York City. Like I feel like back in the day you always heard about like the games at Rucker. You know what I'm saying? The games at Rucker. But I feel like for my era, like when I was young, it was like you had to go to Dykeman, like word to everything. Like you had, like even if we was getting on the train, gang, like getting on the train, we was going to Dykeman just because when you went to the games, you know what your chick was going to have on the costume. Yes. You knew the games was going to be lit. You knew it was going to be chicks in the park with the hookah. You know niggas is talking shit. You know it's lit, bro. So it's crazy how like, you know, back in the day it was always Rucker. But I feel like now like the king of like summer tournaments is Dykeman, to be honest. To be honest. Even though you got to travel up there.
See, look, I'm going to agree to disagree. I feel like back then, it was Dykeman, Rucker, Kingdom. Right now, everybody.
I know what you're going to say.
Everybody. This summer is going to be a movie. This is why I'm telling you, this summer, New York basketball is back. Finally.
That's a fact.
Finally it's back. But
that's a fact.
Y'all can't like, y'all can't keep downtown in the dark for too long.
Yeah.
We got the biggest tournaments, man. We got Zone 6, main event. Yo, we got Gersh. If you know, you know, we got Gersh. You heard? Just them 3 tournaments. And we got fucking what's that shit? What's it? You know.
In Brooklyn?
No, right by Brooklyn.
Right by Brooklyn, downtown.
LES.
LES. That's what I don't, you feel me?
LES
Express.
LES Express. Shout out.
That's
man.
a fact. Yo,
shout out.
I ain't gonna lie. Zone 6 is a litty tournament. Like, that shit be litty. The only thing that separates that shit from, like, the other shits is the seating arrangement. You know what I'm saying? It's those bleachers. If that shit had bleachers, gang, bro, that shit would be too much movie theater style, gang. Too much movie theater style. Like, too much movie theater style.
I like it.
But and the thing with Gersh, too, is that...
Talk to me.
that shit is so deep in the trenches that you gotta like, bro, like who, bro? You gotta live over by Gersh to want to go to Gersh. I feel like you can't. Especially we downtown. We not getting on that 3 train going all the way up there,
3
bro.
train dead.
That shit deep, and that is deep
Driving?
from the train.
Yeah.
Even driving. You nigga 30, 40. That's
a fact.
Feel me? The Gersh is deep, but Gersh is always lit. You feel me? You know how that shit go with Gersh.
Gersh been lit for years.
So I know you gonna be playing and all that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I ask you your top 5 players that you playing against, but who's the top 5 that you know, like, damn, like, you know, like, if they playing in the park, it's gonna be a goodie, or if they playing, you know, it's gonna be some motion and it's gonna be some buckets dropped. Who is the best player?
We going the top 5 that I have to, like, if I'm seeing them in the summer, who I gotta bring a good game to.
Even if you just at the park and you watching games and watching the game, who's the player that you know? Nah, I gotta keep my eyes on him this game.
Say that. So look, I ain't gonna lie, 6'7" very own. You heard? Look, 6'7" very own. You know me, like you know me. Like, I love my cuz, I love my family. It gotta be. You feel me, Anthony Marshall?
Nah, that's a fact.
Bucket fan Romy. Y'all don't know him. Y'all can't call him Anthony. You heard? Bucket fan. That's what we call him. Just to get to 40. Yeah, come on.
That's a fact.
And then I ain't gonna lie, I like my boy TB. I played, you feel me? I played with my boy Tyler. You feel me? We played Juice All Stars, all that.
Facts.
You feel me? I like TB, Bucket Fam. Who else? My boy Cuddy, Superman. I ain't gonna lie, I like when 40 kill. When 40 kill lock in,
that's a fact,
bro.
That's a fact.
And then my 5th, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give it to my boy Lightfoot. Lightfoot be putting on.
Lightfoot
put on. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the pro.
Yeah,
you heard?
Big shout out to Lightfoot. Lightfoot,
feel me? He put on. And, honorable mention, but you know it's all love, cuz I ain't gonna lie. My baby boy Mel, he goes crazy. Mel Quan, Mr. High Flyer. Come on, that's a cuz. You know me. I know you. Turn me up. You feel me? But yeah, top 5 and top 6. We not even gonna do top 5. It ain't no honorable mention. I love y'all, man. Yeah. But I'm gonna give y'all flowers, you heard? Yeah.
You know what's so crazy though? The crazy part is that, like, I feel like you always know who gonna kill. Like, you always know who gonna get right in a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you gonna expect from certain players. Like even watching Lance play in the summertime, like Lance, like every time I see him, I'm like, nah, this nigga is really mad Aki, bro. Like, he's really a pro, gang. Like, but the way he plays, like, that nigga just be throwing his body around, missing layups here and there, talking mad shit. You feel me? Complaining to the refs. You feel me?
It's that's that pro money, you heard? That's NBA money, you feel me? It's like when you see an NBA player from, like, you feel me, from New York that we know and, like, we all, like, accessible, like, we able to touch them, it's a little different, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like they ease up, you feel me, because we from New York, bro. Especially Brooklyn, bro. We play a little bit different, bro.
That's a fact.
We play like every game is the last game. So when we come out there, it's gonna be a fight, bro.
Yeah.
And then even if it get to a scuffle or altercation, bro, we gonna dap each other up right after.
Nah, yeah.
It be weird like that, bro. Like, we'll talk crazy. We'll tell you, yeah. We'll tell you them 3 words. If you know, you know. But yeah.
Nah,
and then dap you up after, like, yo, yeah, what you going after?
You know, niggas tell you them 3 words, you already know what it's heading for.
They should
know what I'm saying?
They should know.
But I ain't gonna lie, the crazy part is that Rome, you feel me? Like,
yeah,
Rome is a killer, and it's slept on, but he's the most hyped player in New York City street basketball right now. I feel like it's a fact that every game you go to, every tournament you go to, every time you watch it, it's a movie for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time we in Zone 6, it's the whole crowd. It's like bucket fam, like, you know what's going on. Like, he's serving niggas, you know what I'm saying? Getting straight to it.
They know, so look, they know, like, it's a bucket boy summer, and it's just in this, we was having a prior conversation, people who did it the right way and people who just got it.
Nah, that's a controversial conversation.
Look. He don't want to say it, but we can start that up though.
What's that? What you trying to get to? I'm trying to understand.
All right, so I ain't gonna lie. Can we talk about top 5 high school ball players?
Top 5 high school ball players
from our generation.
Our generation.
Our generation that go to Rome, that go to Cuddy, that go to Cooks, that go to the people we watch. Jelly Fam, come on, like,
I would keep it a buck. Out of all the people I watch, just counting guys who, like, graduated in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like
New York based.
It's tough because you got guys who are in the league. You know what I'm saying? You got guys who are in the league, like, who's not gonna make the top 5 to me. You know what I'm saying? But if we keep it in a buck, my generation, the best, if we talking best basketball player, like best all around, number 1 gotta be Cooks, gang. He's 6'6", and we all know the signature cross, gang. Like, we know the signature cross, gang. Like, like he has moves. He's 6'6", he's athletic, he can shoot, he got everything. But if we talking like overall, Slick Morey, bro. Like, it was nothing like that slick era, bro. That slick era was crazy. Yeah,
that was slick fever.
Yeah, bro. Like, it was like when Slick Morey had the city on lock, it was so crazy because people was changing their Facebook names to Slick whatever. People was writing statuses like, yo, I let Slick fuck my balls. Like, nigga, yo, I remember, don't think I forgot y'all was saying that, bro. Like, Slick really had the city on lock, gang. Like, Slick had people putting his face on Jesus, gang. Like, y'all was putting Slick face on Jesus pictures, gang. Don't think I forgot. And another thing I gotta address as well.
Talk to me.
When Slick Morey was in his prime, I remember he posted a status on Facebook. And it was just a period. Bro, the shit had like 3K likes in 5 minutes, gang. Like, I don't think there's ever... So if we really talking high school basketball player, like New York, Slick gotta be number 1, gang. Nobody had it like him. And he won a state championship. That was OD. He was the best player, averaged 30, and he won a state championship. And he went straight to St. John's after. Didn't go JUCO, none of that. And he was 17 when he graduated from high school.
Okay, so
that's OD.
So you just said 2 players, right or right?
I said 2.
You said 2.
I said 2.
You said 2, but look, we spoke about a man for summer ball. You heard? We spoke about Roby. Where Rome at?
Rome? What is he like for into the list?
Yeah, on the list.
I ain't gonna lie, Rome. I've never seen Rome back down from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing.
We seen them go against them players.
That's the crazy part.
Hold on. And this is why I say this is controversial. We had people who did it the right way and people who just had to struggle to get it. It's crazy my boy had to struggle to get where he at, and his name is still up there with them guards.
Nah, that's a fact.
He probably one of the best guards in the city.
Nah, that's a fact.
So why he not top 5 in your list? Why
he not top 5 in your list? It be politics. On my list, Rome is top 5.
Oh, okay.
I would put Rome in the top 5. KB got to be up there as well. Khalil Brantley, nigga. What you talking about? He averaged 35, 9, and 6, nigga. And we was number 1 Brooklyn AA. Giving it to everybody, giving it to every team, gang.
Yeah, see, look.
And he went straight D1 out of high school, gang. All that matters, gang. 1,000-point scorer in college.
My man said 3,000.
I gotta that counts, gang.
Nah, it counts. I ain't gonna lie. Look, no credit, no discredit, nobody. I ain't gonna lie. Top 5. Here we go. We gonna go. Damn. See, look, I gotta switch the game up. See, I went hard for my cuz. You heard? Look, Rome, you up there? Boom, Rome on the list. This not an order.
No order.
It's not an order. Rome. Look, Rome. Who else? Zay Wash. Morey. Kadarian. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I like my youngest. I ain't gonna lie. That 5th spot tied, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Belt Boys. I like the Belt Boys.
Jacking the Belt Boys.
I like the Belt. You heard? I like the Belt Boys. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Belt Boys. And then I ain't gonna lie. Who that 5th one? Who that 5th one I'm missing?
The 5th one? There's a lot of tough guys in the city, bro.
Who I'm missing?
I ain't gonna front.
I said Jelly. I said wrong.
You know what it is too? I feel like when you talk about that, you really gotta keep it straight basketball talk.
Yeah,
it's a lot of guys who like, they probably went D1.
Nah,
but it's guys who's better than them. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why
that be the tricky part. A lot of guys get it twisted. They think, just because you did this, you was better. Nah, gang,
You was in the right position.
You was in the right position.
Coaches and the right
stayed
time.
in school. You know what I'm saying? Which is, we ain't discrediting you doing the right thing.
Education is key.
But we know when it comes to straight hooping, there's a lot of guys who is like that, and there's a lot of guys who's, you know, they've been babied around the way. They had the AAU team, they had the school, they had this, that, and third. But a lot of guys, man, they see Buckets Fair Rome and they get killed. My fault, TB. TB get that fifth spot. TB? Nah, yeah. TB put on. And he went to, but do he count though? Because he went to CT. He didn't graduate from school in New York. Oh, so he gotta took him up. Damn. But he's, you know, that's Coney Island. That's big. That's what I'm saying. CI. You feel me? But that's big CI. Them Belt Boys and TB, they there. Rome, Maury, Kadari, and who my fifth one? Who that last one? You said Zay Wash. Oh, and Jelly, my fault. Yeah. Hey, he had the whole world. We can't discredit him. He had the whole world. And you could put him in that jungle. Like, you could put him in that jungle. Like, yeah, go get right. You feel me? That's why it's a difference. Yo, you can put him in that jungle. Though, that jungle is crazy. I'm going to keep it a buck. That jungle is crazy. High school basketball in New York has elevated, like, I feel like, as far as clout-wise, because, like, I've just recently seen a jump in where you have Ballers Life going to, like, the New York City games now. Like, we didn't really have that as much during our lifetime. Like, I mean, well, not our lifetime, but when we was in high school and shit. Like, Ballers Life had left for a while. You know what I mean? Definitely. And they were saying the city was cold. But that era of, like, Shamori Pons, of Zay Wash, like, everything they was doing, like, that was, like, the first time in my lifetime that I seen, like, high school kids and, like, it's like, yo, these are celebrities, bro. Like, off of playing ball, gang. Like, NIL money, boy, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. If they had NIL back then. Ooh-wee. Jelly fam probably would have been the richest kids out, I swear. Remember Nike took their sneaker. Yeah. Nah, Zay Wash had the city on tilt. Zay Wash had the city on tilt. I remember the whole Jelly fan. Yeah, I remember that whole. All of them. Nah. That's why I feel like Slick gotta get a boost because, like I said, Slick wasn't only the best player. He was the best player on the best team. They won the state championship, gang. Like, and also, you feel me? Like, if we talking all time, we gotta talk about Lance. Lance won it all 4 years. He won it all 4 years. He ain't even give nobody a chance. What his name was? Born Ready? Yeah. They called him Born Ready for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He showed he was born ready, 4 state champions. Yeah. Freshman year, sophomore year. I ain't gonna lie, he was averaging wacky numbers. Yeah, too. I'm not even gonna speak about the numbers. Them numbers was wild. Damn. So, like, if we talking coaches, Tiny gotta be the best coach in Tiny's New York history. High school. Bro, he got chips. Tiny, bro, he got chips from different decades. Yeah, shout out Tiny. Big shout out to Tiny, bro. And he got pros. Like, they done put pros through the league, gang. He got him under his belt, you heard? He got him under his belt. That's a good point. Like, what you feel like is like the top 5 programs in New York, like schools wise? Lincoln, South Shore, we could go I feel Christ like Jeff. King. I feel like Jeff is on there. Not yet, Jeff. Yeah. Jeff, Christ the King. Could you go? Are we counting Step? They not really in the city. That's like White Plains, I think. If we counting Step, they gotta be there. They just won 3 straight chips. They won 3 straight. Yeah, 3 straight. And then I think they got. And they had Boogie Flynn and they had R.J. Davis. Yeah. Feel me? North Carolina, Big Blue. Yeah, facts. Yeah, them kids is going places. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I like Cardinal Hayes too though. Cardinal Hayes got a good program. Cardinal Hayes, facts. What's the school that whatchamacallit, them Ravens? St. Ray's. Yeah, St. Ray's got a great program too. They send a lot of kids is going D1. Yeah, all them kids is going D1 off them schools. But this is what I'm saying. Back to that topic. They had the right programs. That's all. They had the right programs. Yo, but I do want to give like a lot of love to all the New York City kids because I feel like for a long time, especially during the 2010 era, a lot of people were saying like, yo, New York basketball fell off. We not as good no more. It was that big talk of like our best kids going to prep schools and stuff like that. But I feel like it's been underrated that we've sent a lot of kids straight out of the city D1. And I'm not just talking about like kids that went to prep school. Like if you look at son from UNC right now, Captain Jack.
Yes, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Juju was just at Ole Miss. You got RJ Davis at UNC. A lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You got Cooks. They was just in the fucking NCAA tournament. You feel me?
Cooks, Femi, that South Shore team did thing. They did their thing.
Facts. Even straight out of PSL,
Brooklyn
you got
College,
JC, Brooklyn Collegiate,
Brooklyn Collegiate,
you feel me? Like
thing too.
Facts. Zaire went to Wagner.
Zaire Wells.
Yeah.
Facts. Oh, and Zaire. Facts.
Yeah,
Zaire,
that's what I'm trying to
say.
say.
Eagle got some. Shout out my man's Eric Acker too. Boy. Shout out my man's EA Sports in the game.
EA Sports. Facts. That's
my boy doing his thing. D1 straight out of high school. He ain't had to go to JUCO prep or nothing.
Yeah. Facts. And Trey. Trey was on that team as well.
And Trey shot my fault LIU.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
And you stay home. So you get an extra credit. You get an extra boost, you heard?
That's a
Shout out little Cayenne Anthony. Cayenne, my fault if I messed it up.
Cayenne. Shout out to Cayenne.
Shout out. Like, you doing it from the, and you stayed home.
Yeah.
You went to Luha. You ain't do too good at Christ the King. You worked. You worked, and now you at Syracuse, bro. Big shout out to you, heard?
I feel like a big part of like the success of New York City kids is just falling on, like you said, getting them in the right programs. Because I feel like when you look at programs like a South Shore, you feel me, like a Jeff, like these are guys that coach year round. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't even know. Like Bud went to West Virginia. He played at West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Sell played at West Virginia. Like these was D1 guys in their time. You know what I mean? So basketball is their life. I feel like you have a lot of programs in high school where the coaches is not really coaches, so they're holding kids back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not giving kids what they really need. Like, you know what I mean? I remember, like, even when I was in high school, you know what I mean? It was politics just getting in the way of, like, kids' success. You know what I'm saying? So going to the right program for kids is definitely, like, a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a big thing, for real. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's a good thing that a lot of kids, you feel me, is doing their thing in the city.
Facts, man. Shout out all y'all that's staying home and staying true to the grind. A lot of kids run away from it, bro. The shit get bad a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, me and bro know the politics had the good and the bad against us, you feel me? So it's a little different when we speaking, bro, because we speaking from experience. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Embrace that grind. Even if you gotta go JUCO, gotta go prep, don't worry about it, bro. Keep your head down. They gonna shine. The light's gonna shine, bro. I'm telling you, the light's gonna shine.
Facts. And I could definitely say it's good that, like, you feel me, especially when I could see, like, people who, like, I grew up watching, playing ball, like, they not only, like, went to school and played ball, it's like I'm seeing people become teachers now. You know what I mean? Like, people are really getting their degrees in business and things like that and using it to their advantage. You know what I mean? So I could definitely say, like, just through getting older, I realized, you know, how much basketball could really do for you and change your life. Like, we just seen Romy. Big congratulations to Romy. You know what I mean?
Degrees.
Just got, second degree. You know what I'm saying? Now. That's big, bro. That's big. So basketball is a big thing, bro, and it's taking people a lot of places, bro. A lot of places. That's a fact. That's a big fact, bro. So what you think about the NBA right now? Like, what you think about the Luka trade? What you think about the Mavs getting that first pick after trading Luka? Like, we all know what that is, bro. We know y'all rigged the draft, bro. We know y'all rigged the draft, bro. There's no way you trade Luka Doncic and then get the number 1 overall pick. We're not fools. We're not fools.
What's his name? Adam Sandler?
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver, my fault. My fault. Yo, stop doing that too. You know you did bad. Now, because Nico gave you that little check on the side. Now, how they had a 1.8% chance.
1.8.
How you get the number 1 pick and then now you're going to draft Cooper Flag? There's something going on.
Yeah.
I got my finger on you.
We know what's going on.
There's something going on. But to be honest, I feel like Luka in LA, he just needed this little one little down year.
Yeah.
This gonna be the year that he wake up everybody. All the little critics of him being a little fat, you know, coming in chubby. He gonna shut all of it down. He got LeBron James, you know, he got all them people next to him. And then I ain't gonna lie, we still got the Mavericks is still gonna be spooky. They got Kyrie, AD, Klay Thompson, shout out to him. I ain't gonna lie, in the play-in, he looked like he was getting back to his groove.
Yeah, honestly.
It was looking scary.
Honestly, I didn't understand the Luka Doncic trade. I still don't think it was a good trade, but I can say that I do feel like if you have a unit of Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, and potentially Cooper Flag, I feel like, I'm not saying it's championship automatically, but if they could get it rolling, that's not a bad team, bro. Like, that's not a bad starting lineup, bro. I ain't going front, bro.
Nah, not a bad starting lineup at all.
Feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. I actually like if the Mavericks do right. If they do right. Even if they trade that pick away and to get your boy, the Greek Freak, that'd be different.
Nah, I just don't see that happening. That'd be crazy, bro.
So, I ain't gonna lie. We got to talk about the Greek Freak now.
Yeah.
He just lost.
Man, I heard they saying he was on he went to a party, like Steph Curry's All-Star Weekend party or something like that. You feel me? I don't know if they trying to call these boys like groupies or fanboys or like college frat boy buddies or something. This is the NBA, bro. Like, you think these niggas just gonna sign him because he went to a party? I think that's the whole giveaway. Like,
shout out.
I don't know, bro. But I see you, Steph. You always doing some sneak. Like, you gotta watch these light-skinned niggas, man. Like, you always doing something sneaky, bro. You lose to the Cavs, you go get KD. Now you trying to go get the Greek Freak. Man, y'all done slick, man. We watching y'all, man. But you feel me? The end of this season, I ain't gonna lie. I look forward to just finishing this season. The Cavs, y'all are sorry. The Cleveland Cavaliers, y'all are sorry. To have the Defensive Player of the Year, to have 3 All-Stars, to have the Coach of the Year, the #1 record. I remember when y'all started the season off, everybody was like, oh, 15 straight wins. Oh, my God, they're the best team.
You trolling.
To lose to what the hell he Burton?
What the hell he Burton did his
These
thing.
guys out here, man. Y'all guys are sorry. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries. I don't want to hear nothing about this and that. Donovan Mitchell, it's not me, but they're saying that you're going to be in the Hall of Very Good. You're going to just be one of those players who are very good but never gets a ring. That's what they saying, man. So you got to make it up for yourself. Like, that was sorry. What y'all just did, that was sorry. Sorry antics. That was sorry. I can't accept that. Currently, the Warriors are down against Minnesota. Curry's not there. I feel like they would have put up a good fight had Curry been there. Nuggets versus Thunder. Oh, man, that's a tough series. It could go both ways. Feel me? Knicks, I got y'all beaten. The Celtics. By the time this episode goes out, the Knicks are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Bow y'all. You feel me? But, you feel me? I feel like that's good for the basketball talk. I feel like that's enough for the basketball talk. So, You feel me? My name is BDOT STACKS. You can catch me on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, everything at BDOT STACKS. Get at me. You already know what's going down. You know what I mean? I'm in the building with my boy Cuddy. Let's tell the people where they can find you at and where they can catch you at, man.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, la.cuddy. TikTok, the same thing. Twitch, LA Banks with a Z, 67. And then YouTube, who is that Cuddy? ISTHATCUDDY. And then, we done.
Yeah. And Knicks in 5, baby.